There are tons of games in the world, and each game comes with its own set of rules. You've got Monopoly, you've got Scrabble, you've got all sorts of board games, but you also have card games, and each one of those have their own sets of rules too. And they've been the same year after year after year. Well, don't you think it's time to twist things up? And that's what we're going to do. We're going to review Rules Twist.
Like there's no tomorrow. Weekend on the night. Don't worry about a thing. Don't worry about a thing. Don't worry about a thing.
So Rules Twist was a Kickstarter out of Overland Park, Kansas for tabletop games, and they were looking for $3,000 in order to put this out, and they just barely made it with $3,068 with 36 backers. Now, what is Rules Twist? Rules Twist is a way to change up the rules of any game you play. So, for example, if you want to play Uno, but you want to play with a twist, you want to play Monopoly, you want to play Rummy, BS, anything like that, these will take care of that. You've got your board game version and your card game version. So let's first talk about the board game. Well, let's first talk about the game itself. Like I said, it was a Kickstarter. Unfortunately, I don't see anywhere that you could actually purchase it. So if this ever comes back up on the market, or you have a chance to purchase Rules Twist, by all means, I would think that by just looking at this, that this would be a fun addition if you love board games, family nights with any form of game, card game, whatnot. And especially, I gotta say, college dorms with all the people who, want to play different games. Apples to Apples was a big one when I was in. This would be a great way to spice up your games. So let's first talk about the board games. So with board games, with the board game, it's the green pack, and it comes with not only cards but dice. And so the dice is set to twist things up. So let's take a look at this. So the dice that come here, you've got blue, red, yellow, and black. The black is called the gambler. So basically you can win and lose money, and or you can push. And that's set for more games that have to do with money. So Monopoly as an idea. Crazy Yellow, which is more for card games like Uno or whatnot. Wrong Way Red, so for games like Sorry. And Bonus Blue, and I'll be honest, I'm not sure what Bonus Blue is for. That's the one that I'm not entirely sure. But that's, you get to play those. Roll them to see, maybe you pick up a card, maybe you win some money, maybe you have to go backwards instead of forwards. And so those are going to be really fun to play with. Let's look at the cards real quick, shall we? So with the cards, there's a lot of different versions that you may be able to pick up. Just to explain to you a little bit, there are tons and tons of these cards, and they all do something different. Like, for example, there's one called Live in Their Shoes, where all players move one seat to the right or to the left, and you have to leave everything behind. So if you're playing a game like Monopoly, and you are the leader in housing and money, and you pick up Live in Their Shoes, you are going to lose everything and give it to the guy next to you. Hell, you might become the banker, but you still lose everything you had. There's one called Turbo Boost, move 10 spaces ahead. Whoops, where you accidentally push a player ahead 10 spaces, that's kind of funny. Let's see. There's one called Be the Class Clown. Tell a funny joke, and if you make at least one opponent laugh, you get to win $300. So that would be one for, say, Monopoly. Sing for Cash. Sing any song longer than 10 seconds and win $300. Not sure if I'll be singing. I mean, I enjoy singing, but not for $300. Denied. After an opponent rolls use this card to stop their turn and forfeit their roll. So if you just want to stop them from winning, bam, there it is. Be a hero. You could give $500 from the bank to the player with the least amount of cash. I mean, there's a lot of different ways that you could twist up a game to make it even more fun, and really just take the general basic rules that we all know and play by, and just make it that much more enjoyable. So let's talk about card games. You've got the blue box, which is for the card games, and in the blue box you get a deck of cards, a deck of normal standard 52 card playing deck, but you also get your Rules Twist cards. Something I forgot to add with the board games is that you also get custom cards, so you can make up your own rules for really any game you want. If you're playing Monopoly and you want to make a rule that you can throw money in the air and whoever catches it in the air gets it, I don't know, whatever you want. There are some custom rules there. Now let's talk about card games. In their Kickstarter, they actually have ways to play with different games. So BS, Rummy, Spades, Poker, War. You can do any of those games with these, and they have YouTube videos to show how to play them. So I will link their Kickstarter down in the comments below, or down in the description, so that you can go check it out for yourself. Now, let's talk about the Rules Twist cards. Some of them are actually really cool. You've got your Denied, so you stop an opponent's move. You've got Bonus, where you can draw more cards. You can peek, so let's say you're playing, I don't know, Old Maid, and you want to peek. You can peek at 3 cards of their choice, so you basically don't pick those because you know they're not going to show you the Old Maid. You can reverse the direction of the game, so say Uno. You can sabotage someone, skip a turn, steal trade, donate, and there are tons and tons of these cards. And so, like I said, with any game now, you can take the basic generic rules that we all grew up with and make it a bit more interesting. And just like with board games, you also get custom cards, so that even with your card games, you can change the rules for whatever you like. And so, like I said, I'm going to put their Kickstarter in the description. I cannot seem to find a way to purchase these otherwise. I really wish I could. The company is KC Entertainment LLC, so perhaps if you reach out to them, you might be able to make a purchase. But right now, it's not on Amazon. It's not on anything. And if you go to their website, rulestwist.com, it's going to take you straight to their Kickstarter campaign. If you ever get the chance to pick this up, I would highly suggest it. During their Kickstarter, they had just a couple of support packages. I chose the $20 version, where it gave me 1 set of Rules Twist. The person who ran this Kickstarter actually sent me 2 sets, which is really cool. So it'll be a good Christmas present for somebody. What games do you like to play, and what rules do you play by? Do you twist them up at all? What are some custom rules that you do? I would love to know, because I might want to play by those rules too. So be sure to comment below, be sure to like and share this video, and subscribe for more content. I got a lot more coming to you. I know it's difficult, and some days it's downright impossible. But don't forget to smile.